Y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by, y'all. It is a sad and gloomy day here in the Northland. Check out the sky. It is dark and cloudy. It is rainy. I am sad. And let me tell you, first, before we get into anything else, I'm gonna warn you that I'm sad and gloomy, but it is not, like, it's nothing personal. Nothing's wrong with the intern. Felon Bo is not fine, but he is no sicker than he was when last we spoke. So I just wanted, like, I didn't want to go into all my whole spiel and y'all be thinking, what's wrong with her? What's wrong with her? What she said about, oh, look, here's something to be happy about. Look at this beautiful tree. Can y'all see that tree? I'm gonna leave y'all turned that way for a second instead of looking at my gloomy face anyway. So let's get into this thing. It is 9/11, which of course is the commemoration of a very sad day in America. There was a political assassination in America yesterday. So y'all, it is just a sad day. I'm sad. Folks are sad. It is just gloomy and it's just sad. And so a little bit of behind the scenes. It's Thursday, which you'll know because it's 9/11. But I normally, like, it's my usual filming day. And I was like, what am I going to do? Like, how am I going to film like an upbeat, happy video about working out and losing weight and eating freaking rice cakes when I just feel awful? So I thought about just not even doing a video this week. But then I was like, you know what? My videos are about real life, like being real, dealing with real crap. So I was thinking about, and we haven't talked in a while, like a while, about self-care. And that's super important. And I think sometimes we ignore, like, if something goes on in your life and like something bad happens or like you're in a situation, I think you recognize the need for self-care, right? Like if you get hurt or, y'all are looking straight up over my head. If you get hurt or, you know, like you have a tragic loss or something, you recognize the need for self-care. But if it's something that like 9/11 or, you know, this assassination that happened, and I think regardless of which side of the aisle you're on, recognizing that someone was killed because of what he believed and who he was, like that's pretty devastating to us. I mean, as human beings, but as Americans. So just dealing with all of that and the fact that it's like outside of our lives, so it's well beyond our sort of locus of control, I think we don't think about the need for self-care in times like this. But y'all, you got to take care of yourself. So that's what I want to talk about today. I got to go pick up some stuff, as always. I got to go pick up my things. But I'm just going to go get what I need to get. Then I'm going to go home and do some yoga. That's one of the things on my list. But I have a list of things for us to talk about. And y'all, we can go home and get on the couch. We're going to pet the felons. And we're going to go through, y'all know from a thumbnail, I have a top 10 and then some list of things that we can do to take care of ourselves when things are rocky. So let me grab my stuff. Ooh, somebody's driving it. Number one is stay away from diesel trucks because, don't tell the intern I said that because his big white truck is diesel. But anyway, what in the world was I even saying? I'm going to go pick up my stuff. Then I'm going to go back to the house, do my yoga, and then we'll get on the couch with the felons, we'll pet some puppies, and we'll talk about things that we can do to take care of ourselves when we're just kind of when we got a mad case of the reds. So I'll see y'all back at the house.
4 shots and you're pouring me a fit. No girl's ever looked at me like this. Your roommate's pissed, she's halfway out the door. We throw our glasses back and I shiver as your hair kisses the floor. I can't remember which party we danced through that night. The boys ask stupid questions, we just laugh at the secret we can't hide. For the first time, Cinderella's staying out past midnight. Your lips press soft against my shoulder. It's not forever. It's just a moment we can smile at when we're older. You grabbed my hand and dragged me to your room. My heart takes off and doesn't stop. till she is halfway to the moon. Suddenly we're sober and we're shy, but someday we'll be brave enough to look each other in the eye. I can't remember which party we danced through that night. Boys ask stupid questions, we just laugh at the secret we can't hide. For the first time, Cinderella can't hear the clock strike with her lips pressed against my shoulder. It's not forever, it's just a moment we can smile at when we're older. It's not forever, it's just a moment we can smile at when we're older. You hid your face the next morning in line for the waffle iron. I forgive you, I was nervous too. A couple years flew by till we talked.
All right, y'all. I finished my yoga, and I actually do feel a little better because it's hard to be all like wrapped up in your head and concerned about whatever you're concerned about when you're focusing on not falling on your face. So that's one benefit to doing yoga. And we'll talk about yoga a little further down the list. So forget I said that, but, and I know I told y'all we were going to post up on the couch and pet the felons and just chill out, which we're going to do. But my plan was to make a cup of tea. And number one on my list is to mindfully enjoy a tasty beverage, like a nice coffee or a tea. And that's what I'm going to do. So I thought we would make some tea together before we head over to the couch, because y'all know how I love my tea. Now, there are not many things that, I mean, like I'm fussy about some stuff. I know y'all are like, duh. But I'm very fussy about my tea and my coffee. My coffee, y'all know I buy Dunkin' Donuts coffee. And tea, I buy loose leaf tea online from this joint called the Tea Spot. Oh, and I buy this, I'm not real fussy about my sugar, but I like rock sugar, so I buy this rock sugar. And that's the only thing, like the only thing I use sugar in is my tea. So I'm gonna start me a cup of tea, and then I'm gonna move us away from this thing, because it is going to start to brewing. But yeah, that's number one on my list, is get yourself some kind of nice beverage. Like, let's go ahead and move. Hang on. You hear it? It's already going. Like if you like a hot beverage, figure out a nice hot beverage that you can have and sit down. Hang on. I don't know why I ever try to do that on the fly. It is always an absolute faff. Anyway, figure out a beverage that you like. Either like a hot beverage, I like my coffee, my tea. If it's a cold beverage, figure out a cold beverage that you like. But y'all, for the love of all that's holy, if it's coffee or tea, don't be like, oh, I'm gonna make me a coffee in the morning and then reheat it all day long. That does not count. Sit down, relax, and drink it mindfully. Actually, like, enjoy your time drinking your tea, drinking your coffee, and just sort of relax and remove yourself from whatever it is that's stressing you out, making you sad, that, well, that you're seeking self-care from. So, all right, this is going to be noisy. It's going to aggravate me, and that is not self-care. So let me get this ready, and I'll meet you guys over on the couch. I'll get the felons, and we'll sit over there, and we'll talk our way through my self-care list. All right, come on, bud. All right. Get your leg down. There you go. Good boy. All right. We have tea. We have felons. I have my notes. Let's see if we can get through this thing in a reasonable time. So, as I mentioned, get yourself a cozy, delicious drink. Y'all know this. Do y'all know this? I'm obsessed with cups. So I showed you this. I have it's actually almost fall now. So I have my overly fall cup, that in itself just makes me happy. Like if I'm drinking out of my fall cup, teaching classes, doing whatever, that just makes me happy. So just like random little silly things that will raise your spirits, whether it makes sense or not to other people, just do it. Make yourself happy. Back to feeling down. Now I feel silly talking about it because I really do feel better from my yoga, but we have talked time and time again about the benefits of taking walks. Take yourself, even if it's just a 10-minute walk, get up, get out of whatever you're mired down in and go take a walk, especially if you can go outside and take a walk. All of the benefits of being out in nature get you some fresh, even if nature for you is like walking on the sidewalk out in the city, like walking around the parking lot, whatever it is, get outside, get you some fresh air, get out from underneath the fluorescent lights or whatever lights you're under inside, get you some actual sunlight, move around, listen to something. If a podcast is your jam, listen to a podcast, serial killer love story, listen to some music, listen to something that takes you, y'all, the intern busted me wide open on this last night. If whatever is happening, and we're going to get into this more and more as we go through the list, but if whatever is happening in the real world is what's making you sad and gloomy, don't take it with you on your walk. So like if there are events in the news, for instance, that legit, literally have you sad, don't listen to CNN, CBS, MSNBC, Fox News, Sky News, whatever it is. Don't take your 10-minute walk to as a time to catch up on the news. The news will be there later. You don't need to, unless it's something that you feel like you're actually going to have to act on, don't worry about it. Let it go. That's the beauty. If there is one beautiful thing about the 24-hour news cycle is it'll be there for you later. So just don't even worry about it. Let it go. Take a walk, listen to a podcast, listen to some music, do something other than that. Take your mind out of whatever it is that's upsetting you. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and talk about all of the get out of your mind, into your body things. Y'all, a workout. All of the just think about all of the benefits, obviously the physical benefits, but all of the benefits of a workout, the endorphins that you release, I mentioned this kind of half jokingly about doing the yogas, but when you're doing, and for me, it has to be a little bit strenuous of a workout, but if I'm working out hard enough, I don't have time to think about whatever it is I'm trying to be obsessed about because I'm thinking about my next lift, my next squat, especially if I'm doing, sorry, I thought I saw a squirrel. I know, squirrel, like a legit actual animal squirrel. If I'm doing, y'all know me in squats, I'm the worst at squats. So I have to think toe, heel, squat every time I squat so that I don't lift up out of my left side and mess up my hip again. So if I do a workout that I actually have to think about, I can't be all thinking about whatever it is that I'm trying to be sad or stressed out or whatever about. So yoga for me is great for that. Again, I kind of joked about, you don't have time to worry about things if you're more worried about not falling on your face when you're doing yoga. I assume yoga is the same for everybody. For me, I have to listen to what the instructor is telling me to do. And I have to really listen. And I don't know if it's if I have a lack of, what's the proprioception, whatever that one is, your sense of yourself in space. I don't know if that is bad, but I seriously have to pay close attention to what she's saying. And sometimes I even have to look up and be wait, what are you doing? And see what she's doing before I can do it. So proprioception, whatever it is. So I definitely don't have time to be all worried about whatever else I'm trying to worry about. So do a workout, do some yoga, again, take your walk, even just do breathing exercises. Breathing exercises are great for helping bring down your anxiety and bring your mind out of whatever it is that you've gotten yourself all wrapped up into. It is a great, there's actual breath work, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm no good at that. It's so with yoga, y'all have seen the yoga that I do. I do actual workout kind of yoga. Well, there's meditative yoga. There's restore. I tried to do so. Seriously, the stories that I tell you people. Y'all know the Peloton little badges you can earn on Peloton. Well, they had a restorative yoga badge. I don't know what I thought it was. I did not think it was just laying on the floor. And that's literally what it was like, take a blanket and lay it over yourself and then lay on the floor for 5 minutes. I was like, for the love of all that's holy, can we please be done with this? I could not, like I didn't, I noped my way straight out of that one. That is the only badge that I have not, like there have been badges that I've done that I've literally almost vomited, but I did it, like I finished it. And I noped my way out of that one because I could not lay on the floor and not do anything. But I mean, it makes sense that that's restorative. So there's restorative yoga. Yoga has great meditative practices. Breath work is the same kind of thing. Now, I probably should, go figure, I probably should work on those things. I've tried to meditate and I don't want to say I can't. I've just not been successful at it in the past, but all of those things are fantastic for self-care because it's all caring for your noggin. It's all caring for your mind. So think about all of those things. So those are all like get out of your mind into your body things, like get your body right. How about we get our minds right? And y'all know, for me, you can see like all of like, there's like 7 different reading like e-ink tablets here. Read something. So for me, what helps me, and like everybody's different, but there are a couple of things that help me when I'm really struggling. Number 1 is read the Bible, like get in the Word, and I always feel better. Especially if I'm struggling and feel like, I mean, no offense to any like humans in my life or the felons, but there are times when you feel like you're going through something alone. And as a Christian, you're never alone, right? Like you're just never alone. So the instant I get into the Word, if that's what I mentioned that it's been a rough couple of days, but like as a Christian, you know you're never alone, right? And that you truly have nothing to fear. So when things are rough, like my first instinct is to turn to the Word, read the Bible, read inspirational texts. And I think for a non-Christian or somebody who is not, I don't even know what, I mean, and I don't say any of this judgmentally at all. I assume if you're here, you know that. Because if you think I'm judgmental, then you've already been so offended by me that you've left. But if you're not Christian or like a practicing Christian, so you're deep in the Word, any kind of inspirational text, like whatever kind of texts make you feel good and make you feel better and make you feel like you're not alone, read those. Or like, if I'm not like, I don't want to say like, y'all, I'm not in crisis. Like I'm fine. I'm okay. Like I'm just sad, right? Things are going on in the world that don't really have anything to do with me other than I'm a little heartbroken. So I'm sad about them. So I hope that you don't take this as me like, crying out or whatever, but I feel like there are a lot of people who feel the same way I do. So I don't know, that's why I just felt like I wanted to talk, like share my thoughts and feelings about all of this that's going on. Anyway, so when I'm not feeling this way and I'm just like, Lord, just get me through this day. Like when I'm just, tired, often it's just that I'm tired. Like I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning, I work all day. By about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the majority of my work is done. I'm just tired, y'all. I sit on the couch. Bo's gonna take about 4 more minutes of that and then he's gonna get up and leave me. I know, little felon buddy, I'm sorry. Bo's like, stop being so dramatic. He's like, stop being such a dramatic felon. I know, anyway. So often I will sit on the couch with the felons and a big old jug of tea and just a book, not like, get in the Word and try to get myself right, but just read a book. So, which is why I've got all of the reading. Look, my color Kindle, my ridiculously big Kobo are here. So depending on what tablet I want to read on, just sit and just relax and read a book and drink some tea and pet some felons, or don't even pet the felons, leave them alone, just listen to them breathe. And I feel better. Y'all, I hope that didn't make y'all feel worse. That whole little thing right then. Sorry. And I'm gonna tell you what, I'm not gonna edit. I mean, I'm gonna edit this so I don't like look like an idiot and leave long gaps, but I'm not editing any of this out because this is just true and raw. So while we're getting our minds right, we're reading. What about writing? I haven't been doing much of this lately, but write in a journal, like just a regular old journal. Folks, I got a bit for a while. So bullet journals were a big thing. And folks loved those, and for me, I don't know, that just never worked because for me, like journaling is like you just sort of like throw all of your ideas down. Like it's a way to work through your ideas or whatever struggles you're having. Because for me, when I'm like working my way through my thoughts, sometimes I'll get to the end of a thought and then I'm like, wait, what? And I forget kind of what I thought about it. But if you're writing it down, especially like just like stream of consciousness writing, just writing, then you capture it all and you can go back later and kind of like process back through it if you want to. Or not if you don't. So a journal, a prayer journal, I keep a prayer journal, and which I never, ever, ever read back through, not because for any reason other than that I don't need to, but it's a way for me to sort of process my thoughts as I'm having them and moving forward. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but yeah, write things down in y'all, I love a gratitude journal. Write down things that you're thankful for and just things that you love. I started that, I don't want to think about how long ago it was, but probably 40 years ago. Just like write down things that you love, things that you're happy for. And there's just something about writing it down that one makes you really think about it. Like, I feel like I can think abstractly about things, but like having to actually like put them into words so that I can then write them down, it causes me to, I was going to say it makes me, but makes is kind of, I don't know, it's too aggressive of a word, I think, but it causes me to really, analyze and like think about the things that I'm grateful for and how I am so blessed. And y'all, you want to get up out of a funk super fast, think about your blessings. Like think about what you're really, really thankful for. And you'll be like, okay, that shit over there that I was all sad about, that does not matter. So gratitude journal. Let's get out all of that highfalutin stuff. Kind of back to your walk. What about okay, I am Gen X, I'm old. Old folks do this. What about listening to your favorite playlist? Or this is actually more me than that is I'll read books and I listen to books on audio. Listen to your favorite book. And look, sometimes you just need a good cry. And y'all know, well, definitely my friends over on Fit Danielle Reads know exactly what I would listen to for a good cry. Like, and a cry not like about your real life, but like, you want to cry? Listen to some Great Gatsby. Oh my Lord, that will make you mad as a wet hen and it'll make you cry. But yeah, so I will listen to a book that I've listened to a million times and that I love, or watch a movie. Sweet Home Alabama is my absolute go-to, like sit down and just love life movie. I know every word of it. I can like recite it front to back, that and every episode of Gilmore Girls, or if I want to get fired up about something, I'll watch West Wing. But like, think about those things that will kind of distract you and take you out of whatever it is that you're like. I don't know, if you're heartbroken, if you've just broken up with somebody or lost someone that you love, maybe don't go read a rom-com or like watch, don't be Holly Golightly and go watch Breakfast at Tiffany's. So like maybe think about what it is that you're watching, reading, or listening to, but do one of those things just to distract yourself and make yourself feel better. Okay, I actually wrote this on my list. Positive self-talk is huge. And I think I'm sure we've talked about this before because I'm really huge on this, that things that we say to ourselves, like we say things to ourselves that we would not say to our worst enemies. Like if you heard somebody say to somebody that you really don't like, some of the things that you say to yourself, you'd be like, oh, hey, dude, like I know he's a jackwagon, but maybe back off a little bit. Like we say awful things to ourselves and they have a negative effect. So if those things can have a negative effect on you, positive self-talk can have a positive effect on you. And y'all, seriously, This morning I should not do this, but I do. I have the news on, like muted on my TV while I'm teaching, so I can like I'll just like watch the Chiron and just see what's happening. And I had the news on this morning, and seriously, so I teach for 25 minutes and I have a 5-minute break, and teach for 25 minutes and I have a 5-minute break. And for like the 5 minutes in between, I would look up and see the news and like start crying. And right before class, I'd be like, you have got to effing stop crying. Like, stop effing crying. You got a student coming in, quit it. That was so that doesn't really necessarily count as positive self-talk, but y'all, I got my junk together and I got back into class and I taught them little kids. And this isn't even on my list, but you want to make yourself feel better? Talk to some kids who have absolutely no idea what's going on in the world. Like, the most fun. And I mean, even if they aggravate the bejesus out of you, they will distract you from what it is that you're trying to be annoyed about. So positive self-talk, say nice things to yourself. And like, they're called I almost said aspirations. That's not right. Affirmations, mirror affirmations, like you look at yourself in the mirror and say nice things to yourself. I'm going to move some things around a bit because, well, we'll talk about this. Not that you even know what order my things are in, but just go sit out in nature. Go sit out, y'all. I feel like it just makes me happy to sit. Even when I like go outside with the felons and I sit on the porch and watch them run around the yard and she's yapping and he's eating things off the floor just indiscriminately, just being outside and smelling the air and just feeling the whatever is happening, like, because here it's really not sun, feeling the like diffused light coming through the clouds. It's just nice. It just makes you feel better. And study after study after study has shown, and I joke about, I should not have to mention the positive effects of nature, but study after study after study shows the positive effects of nature on our moods, even on our actual physical well-being. So y'all, just even if you're working, if you're like, I don't have time for you and your silly shenanigans, pick it up, take it off your desk, outside with you, and sit outside for 10 minutes. It'll be all right. You'll get your work done and you'll feel so much better. While we're on that one, I don't know why I feel like these go together, but make your area, just make things nicer for yourself. Declutter something. My biggie, and I don't have it going right now, but I will light a candle, or I should take y'all upstairs and show you, but I'm not going to because my office is such an absolute disaster area. But I have a wax melt thing for to smell good in my office, and I have a candle going. And when I go upstairs in the morning at 3:30 in the morning with these little felons, the first thing we do is we turn on our wax melter and we light our candle because it just makes things nicer. And it is early as mess in the morning and we're exhausted and we're miserable and we haven't had any coffee yet and we're like tripping over each other and one of them is grunting and the other one is like running into people, but we turn those things on and it just makes things a little bit nicer. So do what you can to make your physical environment just a little bit nicer for yourself. And this, I drink out of this stupid cup that I spent $12.99 on. Yeah, remember I got the $15 Amazon refund and spent $12.99 on this cup. That's a plastic cup. Remember we're not doing the plastics because of microplastics in our brains, but I was like, I don't care. It's a cute cup and it's going to make me happy, and it's fall and summer is over and I'm getting this cute cup, and it may, every time I drink out of it, can y'all see? Well, I'm not going to try to get up there because it'll wake the felons and all the things, but I will put a picture in so you can see. It's like little ghosts and pumpkins and little witch hats. It's just fun and it's cute and I love it. And it's ridiculous how happy it makes me. So get things in your physical environment, change your physical environment, even if it's just a little tiny bit, because it's probably going to be just a little tiny bit, but just little tiny changes that can make you happy. All right. While we're doing things to make ourselves happy, like little physical things, do something to make yourself feel good. Like, get on YouTube and find a little YouTube. Well, you're already on YouTube. Once you finish watching this video, go find you a video for doing a hand massage, or give yourself a facial, or buy some nice bath products. Take you a nice bath. Y'all, I love nice shampoo. I know, ridiculous, but get some nice shampoo and give yourself a nice little head scrub, or go get a massage, go get an actual, don't be cheap like me and actually go get a professional to massage your head. Do something to physically make yourself feel better. This one is further down the list, not because it's less important, but because I have a feeling we're going to get dragged down in a rabbit hole, and we're going to talk about this one for a while. But reach out to somebody. And I do not mean online. I don't mean like talk to a chat bot. I mean talk to an actual person. Like reach out to a friend, call somebody, go see somebody, go to. My immediate thought is go to church, go to some kind of group meeting, but not like go to a group meeting, but go somewhere where people are. Find some kind of activity where folks do what you like to do. Y'all know this, I'm not nearly as social of an animal as the intern is. Like, the majority of people I see people every day, I talk to people every day, but it's all online. And that's okay with me. That would drive the intern buggy. Like when we had COVID, no, it wasn't even when we had COVID, but when we were locked down, I can't remember if we were exposed or what happened, but we were locked in the house for like 4 days. And I thought I was going to kill him for how like cabin fevery he got just from not being able to go out and see other people. Like finally I was like, get in the car, go drive around and like talk to people out your window, because I'm gonna kill you if you don't get out this house. So if that's you, if you are talk to people, reach out to go find people to talk to. Just reach out to other human beings. And again, like you can go see people face to face, call folks on the phone, do something, reach out. And of course, like all of the things that I'm talking about if you're just like, remember in Breakfast at Tiffany's when Holly Golightly says she has a mad case of the Reds, and she explains that it's like the blues, but much, much worse. So look, if you just have like right now, I just have a mad case of the Reds, like I will be fine. I will get over it. And like nothing will change except inside my own head. Like I will just be fine. If you got a mad case of the Reds, these things will work. Sometimes you don't just have a mad case of the Reds. Sometimes like you're really sad or you're depressed or whatever and you need help. If you need help, please go talk to somebody, go get help. Like I'm not saying that these are gonna fix all the things, but like, yeah, you just got a mad case of the Reds, get you some tea, get you a good book, have you a good cry, rub some dirt on it and walk it off. And y'all, for the love of all that's holy, unplug, have yourself a digital detox, go outside, touch some grass, turn off CNN, turn off Fox News, and do not, when you do that, don't take your phone with you so you get the updates. Just walk away from it. I think that is one of the biggest problems that we have right now, is that we are so plugged in and we are so online, and don't make me cite the studies, but it is truly affecting our mental health. So get away from social media. I know I'm on social media, y'all stop judging me, but get away from social media, get away from all of the things. And again, go outside and touch grass, breathe some air, see some friends, go have brunch with some friends, go do something other than sitting in front of a computer all day. And my last one, which I moved down from up above, which is why it's going to seem so out of place now, is plan ahead. And because all of this is supposed to be about dieting, and I do have one diet tip, like one tip for how getting ourselves out of our mad case of the Reds is not going to blow our diet, is have an idea for comfort food you can eat when you have a mad case of the Reds, what kind of comfort food you can eat without blowing your diet. And guess what I did, y'all? I made us some comfort food. When I was over in the kitchen, I was like, oh no, they're gonna see it. I have a pot of white chili going right now, and it's almost done. And you know what? I was gonna sit here and tell you what I did. I tell you what, let's go in the kitchen. We'll do a taste test, and I will tell you what all I did, what all I put in this chili, because I have to think about it. It's been cooking for a couple of hours. So let's go taste test that chili, and then we'll get out of here, all right? So I'll meet y'all over there. Y'all look, I made chili. Did I tell you what I made? So I made a white bean chicken chili, white chicken bean chili, white chili with chicken, whatever. I made white chili. So let me think about what I did. So I started off, I chopped up an onion and I sauteed that a bit. And then I threw in a pound of ground chicken and I cooked that down some. And then I threw in a can of white kidney beans, which are also, I think it's the same thing as cannellini beans. threw in 1 can of those. Well, I took another can and I mushed it up and I dumped that in. So 1 can of beans and 1 can of mushed up beans. Mixed those in because the mushed up beans will help it thicken. And then I put in a can of chopped mild chili peppers, a teaspoon of ground cumin, half a teaspoon of oregano, a dollop of, so you're supposed to put in a can of chicken broth. Well, of course I did a dollop of chicken better than bouillon and about a cup of water. Stirred it down, brought it up to heat, so I let it boil, put the top on it, stuck it in the oven at about 250 for a couple of hours, and here's what we got. It definitely thickened up a bit. Let's taste it and then we'll talk about it. It's perfect. It's very, very good. I debated, like I seriously, when I went to throw the chicken in there, I vacillated on using hamburger to get the intern to eat it. I think he'll actually eat this. Oh, when I was browning my chicken, I put in a bunch of granulated garlic and I think I might have put in some salt. So I seasoned the chicken good. I mean, obviously I'm tasting all the chili, but usually I have to put salt in something like this because the beans are just so bland to me. But I didn't salt it before I tried it, and it does not need salt at all to me. It is very, very good. And you can see it's thick but not stew-like. So, I mean, it's like chili. It's in between a soup and a stew, and it is very, very good. So yeah, y'all, I think I have no alterations to make to this recipe. I was thinking I might do 2 pounds of chicken instead of 1, but no, this is really good. It's very, very, oh, you can't even see it. Why didn't y'all tell me you couldn't see it? But it is very, very good. And I'm excited to feed this to the intern now. I will not eat this, but I got him for tolerating me these past few days. For his self-care, I got him some Famous Dave's cornbread. Y'all, this is so good. It's very sweet. It is very high in points, so I am very not going to eat it. But it's easy. You just throw in some water and some milk and an egg, throw it in the oven, and feed it to your intern because my intern loves it. So that's what we're going to do for dinner. And y'all, that is it for my self-care tips. I'm absolutely certain that I missed some. As a matter of fact, I had to take some off of my list because my list was like 25 long. And I was like, okay, you need to settle down. So let us know in the comments, what is it that's guaranteed to make you feel better when you have a mad case of the Reds? Let us know. Y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you made it this far, we are most definitely friends. So go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. I upload food and fitness videos over here at the beginning of every week with some book videos over on Fit Danielle Reads sprinkled in between. See you on the next one.